girl Quenny and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you're new here, just hit the subscribe button one time for the one time. Join the family, join the gang. You know we all trying to bathe and we keep it lit. I know I've been inconsistent and very much MIA for like 2 months now, but child, I miss y'all because I miss posting videos. I don't know if y'all miss me, but shit, I miss you. Okay, good. So today now we're gonna be talking all about hair, natural hair, how to grow your hair faster, hair tips, and everything hair. Okay, so without further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay guys, so you know your girl had a big chop like 1 year and 6 months ago, and I cut my hair this short. I'm gonna insert the picture. Yeah, I cut my hair really short and I've managed to grow my hair back this long in like 1 year and 6 months. Like my hair grew really long in such a short time. Well, not really long, but I think it grew a good amount. So yeah, I'm just gonna give y'all some tips and whatever. So the first thing, genetics. Okay, genetics plays a very important role, because if you realize that person that has like a looser curl pattern, their hair grows faster than someone that has a tighter curl pattern. So your hair type and genetics plays a very important role in how fast your hair grows. Number two, hello? Number two, don't trim your hair unnecessarily. Trim your hair when you have to. Like some people be like, ooh, I want everyone to trim my hair once a month. Like, no. Why are you trimming your hair once a month? Trim your hair when you have split ends or when you have to. Do not trim your hair unnecessarily. And no, you don't have to trim your hair once every 3 months. Not everybody hair gets like split ends or get damaged ends so fast. So trim your hair when necessary. Get rid of the damaged hair, girl. That's what I had to do, because the reason I did my big chop was because I had severe heat damage because I was natural, and then I decided, oh, I want to have a silk press. I want a silk press. I'm damn sure I got a silk press though, because shit, that thing didn't go back natural, so I had to cut it off. So cut off the damaged ends. The more, like, if you have damaged ends, then your hair is gonna grow slower. Especially like if you want to transition, if you have like perm hair, you want to transition and go natural, I advise you to like trim it. And if you don't want to have your hair short, just use braids, or yeah, use box braids or some type of thing. Because if you cut off the damaged ends, your hair is gonna grow faster. Like especially especially like if your hair, you just have like heat damage, or you bleach your hair and your hair is just damaged, just cut off the damaged end, let them go, so your hair can flourish and grow back faster. Trust me. The next thing, low manipulation is like so important, because like putting your hair in like low buns, plaiting your hair ends, like, you know, you just not combing it very often. I mean, you have to comb your hair every day, but you don't have to, because me personally, I don't comb my hair every day. Like for example, sometimes if I do like a slick back, I love slick back. If I do a slick back, I will comb my hair like Sunday, and I would just tie it down every night, and that would just go for the whole week or like 3 days. But low manipulation, right? Protective styles. Oh, honey, baby girl, yes sir. Let me tell you about protective styles like that. Retain your hair length. Like, what is the word? Length retention. Retain the hair length. Yeah. Because like, I want to say retain. Yeah, retain the hair length. Yeah, because like when you have your hair in braids, or you're wearing wigs, like you could have braids, wigs, and all those things, you're not combing your hair as much. And the more you comb your hair, the more your hair is more likely to like break off. So you're not combing your hair as much. So when you're having the braids, your hair is gonna look like if it's going faster, but I feel like your hair grows the same. Your hair grows the same length. That is, you get the same amount of new growth when you're having braids and when you have like your hair out. The only thing is that when you have your hair out, you combing your hair, so you're not losing any hair. Okay, what I meant to say was the more you leave your hair out, the more you comb your hair, the more your hair is more likely to break off. But when you have your hair in braids and you're not combing it for a good 2, 3, 4 weeks, the more your hair gonna retain hair length. So I just corrected myself. You check? Okay, good. But when you have in braids, your hair length is being retained. So it's like your hair is just, so protective styles is so important. Especially like, you could do plait your hair in like braids, 2 plaits, and like anything. Especially, oh child, do not go to bed without plaiting your hair in, like, that is so important. Don't go to bed without, do not go to bed with your hair all over the place, honey. You need to plait your hair in. I do not go to bed with my hair out. Like, I plait it in, make sure your ends are plaited, and also use silk, like silk, a silk bonnet or a silk scarf, like, the cotton girl, that's gonna dry your hair out. Oh child, we don't want to have no dry heads. So so make sure you use silk as much. Try to use silk, right? Leave your hair out. Like, you need to give your hair a break sometimes. Like, give your hair a break. Let your hair breathe. Like, some people just like, if you want to wear braids or you want to have in wigs and stuff all the time, sometimes because those hairstyles could have a lot of tension and they could be very tight and they could eat out your edges and stuff. So like, try to give your hair a break. Like, let your hair breathe for like a good 2 weeks. If you just let your hair breathe. Like, leave your hair out for a little minute. You feel me? Also, guys, when you combing your hair, please, I beg of you, please comb your hair out from the ends and work your way up to the roots. Because if you go and you just like comb your hair from the roots, your hair could break off. So like, try to detangle, comb your hair from the ends and go all the way up. And do not comb your hair out when your hair dry. Moisturize. Moisture. Your hair needs moisture for it to flourish. Like, your hair kind of flourish with the driest head. If your hair dry, how your hair gonna flourish, huh? That don't make no sense. How the plant going to grow if you don't water the seed? Yeah. So you gotta moisturize your hair and make sure it's all. Do not have your hair dry. Like, the first time I did a big chop, I was in high school. I was in 5th form, and like, when I come to university and I had bleached my hair, dyed my hair, all type of thing. So when I had before the first time when I did my big chop, I didn't know about like natural hair. Like, I didn't know much about it, so my hair was always dry. Like, oh child, dry. So that's why when my hair got damaged and I had to do the big chop for the second time, I was 2 years in, and my hair was literally hair. And that was like, I thought I was some, but my hair is 1 year, 6 months, and my hair is like this long now. So do not have your hair dry in your hair. Like, moisturize your hair. Your hair needs moisture. Your hair should never be dry. Know your hair porosity. Know if you're high porosity. Yes, sir. Know your hair porosity. You have low porosity and you have high porosity. I'm low porosity. Low porosity is basically when low porosity is basically when you can, like, when you're trying to moisturize your hair, like, everything tries to like stay under your hair shafts instead of like penetrating into the strands. Like, everything. So low porosity, person that have low porosity, they have like more build up, so they do find having to wash your hair more often. And when you know your hair porosity, like, you could know which method to use when you moisturizing your hair. So you could know if you have to use the LOC method, which is the leave-in, then you oil, then you cream to seal in the moisture, or you're gonna know if you have to use the LCO, which is the leave-in, the cream, and the oil. I use the LCO method, but knowing your hair porosity is very important because you can know what you need to do in order to seal the moisture into your hair. Because you could just, have some moisturizer in your hair and nothing penetrating, everything just sitting on your hair shaft. So know your hair porosity. That's definitely important. Finger detangle, guys. Like, who child? Finger detangling? Let me tell you, especially when you're washing your hair, like I always finger detangle, like take my time. You have to spend time on your hair. Like, you feel me? Spend time on your hair. So you finger detangle, just work your way through with your fingers, and then when you're done, you could go in with your detangling brush, your denim brush. The denim brush is called it? Yeah. You could go in with that, but finger detangle. Avoid using heat. Avoid. Listen to me. Avoid using heat because heat will change your life negatively. When I use heat, I had a mental breakdown. I lost the love of my life, my hair. Like, I was so obsessed with my hair at the time, and I just damaged it. Like, that was such a sad time in my life because my hair was like really starting to grow, and then I just put a heat, and I wanted to silk press, and I just let my dorm mate just flat iron, and she fried my hair. Yeah, my hair was literally fried, burnt. Like, it was so burnt, and like I was hearing the flat iron like frying, but I'm like, shit, I want a silk press. I was like, I want a silk press, and that was so rough. Like, I was so sad. I braided my hair, and I was like, before I cut it, I just braided and stuff because my hair was like, it was not going back to the natural hair texture. Like, it was straight. It had no curls. I was like, hell no. So I don't play with that heat. Don't play with the heat. Even when you wash your hair. So, not even a blow dryer I use. I just like put my hair in a t-shirt and just wrap it and just let that shit air dry. You feel me? Because unless it's very important and I really need to hurry up and get my hair all the way, I would use a blow dryer, but hardly. And people with low porosity hair, their hair tends to take longer to dry. So my hair will take forever to dry. But yeah, try not to use the heat. Like, heat, I don't want to use heat though, cause I want to do like, channel. If y'all see the heat with my hair, if y'all see my hair, if I use the heat, I'm gonna go to a hairdresser. But I want somebody who's very much certified with my hair type, with a natural hair. I don't want to go to no Spanish woman because the Spanish people, so them Spanish ladies is really Find your hair type, y'all. This is so important. Know your hair type. Know if you're 1A, 2B, 3A. Yeah. Know your hair type. And if you like person who have like tighter curls, they need to spend more time on your hair. Like, person with tighter curls, we need to spend more time on your hair, because those who have looser curls, they could just literally just, who have straight hair, they don't even gotta go from the roots. Not from the roots, from the ends to the roots. They could just do anything. But our hair we tend to have more breakage. So, like, you have to spend time on your hair and know your hair type. Because if you know your hair type, you will know what you need to do in order for it to be healthy, in order for it to grow, and all that good stuff. All your scalp, you can moisturize your hair, but your oil could be dry. That don't make no sense. What was that? You can moisturize your hair, but your scalp could be dry. Yeah, that's what I was supposed to say. So yeah, some oils you could use a wild growth oil, girl. Like the wild growth oil. that oil in the white bottle. Oh child, I love that. You could use wild growth oil, you could use castor oil, or any oil that works for you, but just moisturize your scalp, just oil your scalp, because your scalp needs some nutrients, some food. And when you oil your scalp, try to rub it, get everything in, work it in, and all that. Oh yeah, work, just moisturize, deep condition your hair. Like, that's very important, because you don't want your hair to be dry, so you have to deep condition. Let that sink in, let that soak in all the moisture, to just deep condition your hair. Like, your hair is so important. So if you want your hair to grow, you have to spend time on your hair, and you have to take care of your hair. If you don't take care of your hair will not grow. You have to give your hair the moisture, you have to give your hair the food. Let's say the food. You need to give your hair the food. You need to give your scalp the nutrients. You need to avoid using certain things, avoid tight hairstyles, low manipulation. Like, just work on your hair, and your hair is going to grow. Because some people, they don't do nothing, their hair dry every day. Their hair dry, no moisture at all, just dry. The scalp dry, the hair dry, everything dry, and they expect their hair to grow long and like grow faster, or not even long, but healthy, because it's health over length. Your hair could be long and unhealthy, but your hair could be short and very much healthy. So it's very much health over length. So you have to really work on your hair and just spend time on it. Love your hair. If you love your hair is gonna love you. Okay? So, child, if y'all wanna see hair videos from me, like hair tutorials, like me doing top-notch bun, how I do my sleek backs, how I did this hairstyle, like anything you want to see from me hairstyle wise, just leave it in the comments. And if you just want to see from me, leave it in the comments down below. And yeah, something else I was going to say, can't remember. Anyway, child, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. We out here. Gone.